Most medications for ADHD increase dopamine and norepinephrine transmission. These medications can maintain and increase overall arousal, contribute to affect regulation related to excitability and response to danger or opportunity, and contribute to memory storage and retrieval, especially affect-related or emotionally intense events. Norepinephrine's key role is to mobilize the body and train it for action. Besides being involved in movement, dopamine is also involved in giving attention to details and perseveration of thinking, or the ability to sustain working memory. Dopamine is also involved in controlling the release of other hormones. Many with ADHD have great difficulty sustaining focus on important information that is not intrinsically interesting. The dopamine projections to the mesocortex are relevant to the ability to attach attention and to relate attention to working memory and problem solving. Smith and researchers at King's College in London looked at the performance outcomes and the brain activation of stimulant versus non-stimulant ADHD medications. They recruited 20 adolescent males with ADHD who underwent 3 imaging scans while performing a time discrimination task after receiving single doses of methylphenidate, amoxetine, and a placebo, each administered 1 week apart. They also compared these results with a control group of 20 healthy males. They found that both methylphenidate and amoxetine increased brain activation in the frontal lobes, which is typically under-recruited in those with ADHD, and it helped the frontal brain regions operate at normal levels seen in other children. The researchers concluded that although both drugs enhance cortical activation during temporal discrimination, only methylphenidate improved behavior, and they're unsure why. Dr. Crystal said that they couldn't tell whether this is related to the extent to which dopamine is raised in the cortex or whether raising dopamine levels in other brain regions is important. Nonetheless, the findings appear to suggest that methylphenidate influences ADHD-related behaviors more potently than does amoxetine. 4 years later, in 2017, another research team found that methylphenidate has prominent effects on inhibiting behavior in the dopamine-rich striatum that are absent for the selective norepinephrine transporter inhibitor amoxetine. The striatum is actually part of the basal ganglia, and it helps coordinate multiple aspects of cognition, including both motor and action planning, decision-making, motivation, reinforcement, and reward perception. Many parents don't want to move to medication, as some worried about the addictiveness of stimulant medication or the side effects of such meds, including weight loss during adolescence. Research clearly states that organizational skills, training, and medications together are far more successful. But I do encourage parents to start with sleep hygiene, organizational strategies and systems, exercise, and a healthy diet. There are other classes of meds that are not addictive that can be helpful. Finally, I would also ask parents, if a child was intensely struggling and not making any academic progress, if your child can't see the smartboard in the classroom, would you provide a pair of glasses? If so, then medications give the child enough ability to focus and learn the instructions, such as learning how to read or do math, which are essential for graduation and independently working someday.